Hi guys, welcome to another video. So this is the all new Jupiter ZX model. So it has been recently launched in India and it gets quite a bit features compared to the rest of the Jupiter models, and it is quite competitive to see TVS adding this many features in a scooter. So let's review it. Let's start the vehicle. So it gets an intelligent ignition and silent start function. So it's quite silent. It doesn't make that vibration also while starting. So now this is the same engine, guys. There is no tuning in the engine, so it has the same BS6 109 cc CVTi engine that makes around 7.37 bhp of power and 8.4 Nm peak torque at 5500 rpm. So the torque is coming quite early at 5000 around 5000ish rpm. So the power delivery is quite smooth and the engine is feeling much more livelier than before. I would say that this has a bit of grunt that is normally found in the Apache series. So it has that grunt. Now what makes this Jupiter different from the other Jupiter models, because it gets a feature called as Intelligo. So what Intelligo is, it's the same system that you can see in the Hero scooters, the i3s. So if you stand still and your engine is in ideal, so it stops itself, it kills the engine so that you can save a bit more fuel. And you can see that it is showing that eco and power. So the moment I accelerate, it will switch to power, and the moment I decelerate, it will switch to eco. So if you ride it in eco, you will get more efficiency. So TVS is claiming 15% more efficiency than previous Jupiter models if you drive this vehicle in this eco mode. And because of the Intelligo, you also get better fuel efficiency, because the moment you stand idle in a traffic, it will stop its engine, it will kill its engine, and the moment you press the brake and just rev it a bit, then it will start again. You don't need to press the ignition again. So that is there. Now it gets intelligent ignition system. So TVS calls it intelligent ignition system. What it does is it senses that how much load it is going to carry. So suppose if I am only the rider, so it will detect that only I am sitting, and according to that it will just ignite the vehicle, and the power delivery will be according to that driver itself. But if you are having a pillion, and it will sense that and it will just ignite according to that. So you can understand that it is an intelligent system that predicts that how many people are sitting on the vehicle and how much load that this vehicle is carrying, and according to that it is actually providing the ignition to the engine. So that's quite intelligent. Although what it does, it is focused on better ride quality and better fuel efficiency again. So overall TVS has concentrated this scooter on the fuel efficiency thing. So you will get some better fuel efficiency figures on this particular model. So this is the ZX model. It comes right below the Jupiter Classic model. Now what it gets extra is a disc brake. So you have a 220mm front disc and a 130mm drum brake with synchronized braking system. So if you press one brake, the other brake will also get pressed, and you get better braking, and it also improves in better braking efficiency. So right now you can see it is in ideal. I'm not accelerating or anything, because the Intelligo feature here is the button. So if you just switch it on, and you can see the Intelligo has actually switched on. After some time it will just switch off itself. It takes around like 20 seconds, guys. So it's not like the ice race. So it has switched off. Now how should I start it? Just press it and just accelerate. Press the brake and accelerate. The moment you accelerate, it will start. So this is quite a handy feature for regular commuters to save a bit more fuel that you normally waste while waiting in a sit and go traffic. As the fuel prices are increasing day by day, this can be really handy, and it can save you a lot of petrol, and which means you can save a lot of money. Now the switch gear quality is pretty decent. It gets dual tone colors, so this particular model gets 2 extra new colors. This is a starlight blue, another one is a wine color that also looks like kind of purplish. Coming on to the performance, it's a great performer. The Jupiter has always been my favorite scooter because it has that grunt in it. It is very smooth and it gets all the features that you want. So the fuel tank capacity is like 6 liters, and you can open the fuel cap with just the flick of your key, so that is quite handy. And it actually blinks the eco mode, so that you stay in eco mode, you will save more fuel. That's a good feature. And the moment you accelerate like this, it will go to the power mode, so it will say that you're in power mode, you will have less fuel efficiency. It's a digital analog unit. Again, you will not find this in the Jupiter Classic model. There is only the analog unit. So it provides plethora information like the time, speedo, odo, the fuel efficiency, how much fuel does it have. Here is your low fuel indicator, because it has very less fuel, so it is showing low fuel indicator. Again, that Intelligo feature, that indicator, high beam, low beam. Here is your like engine malfunction indicator. So it has all of the indicators that you actually require. Now the front suspension is a telescopic one, and at rear you get a 3-step adjustable suspension, so that's also quite handy, which means you can actually adjust it according to yourself. Now another thing, yes, it gets disc brake 220 mm, so you get better stopping power, although the disc feels a bit on the spongier side. So yeah, it doesn't feel like a disc, it feels like a normal drum brake, but at least you have a disc that's there. Coming on to the price, it is priced at 98,000 rupees on road Hyderabad. Now the price may vary according to the city or the state that you are staying. It may vary like 1 to 1,000 rupees. So at that price, it is a great scooter. The ex-showroom will be like around 72 to 73,000 of this scooter. But yeah, 98,000 is close to 1 lakh. I mean, it's 1 lakh. But for whatever the price you're paying, you are getting a very good value. I mean, the scooter is really a great scooter with great amount of features, which you can't really find in another vehicles. So there are very few things that actually makes the Jupiter different from other vehicles. It gets a place so you can keep your smartphone or goggles there, and you can also charge it. So that's it, guys. I mean, hope you like the information that I have provided. If you like the information, please do like the video, share the video with your friends, so that they will get to know about the scooter if they want to buy it. And if you want to buy this in Hyderabad, then I'll provide the dealer's information. So this is Ramcore Tvs who has provided the bike. If you come here and provide my name, I mean if you refer my channel's name, then you might get a better deal. So here is the Ramcore Tvs, and that's my scooter, that's my daily ride. So thank you again, guys. Let's meet in another video.